Hello, good afternoon. It is, whenever I say good afternoon, I always remember or think of the movie, was it A Christmas Carol? But it's the new one, well, newish. It's like 2 or 3 years old. Um, and good afternoon is like a swear word, like in the movie. I don't know. So they have this whole song called Good Afternoon. Anyways, that's a cute movie. So, good afternoon, but I mean it in the kindest way possible. It is September 25th. It's Thursday. I am going to start another little video here, and I'm going to, just talk about show plans, how my reverse is going. Am I switching divisions? Am I not going to compete in bikini? And just kind of take you through some weekend events. So today, I went out to coffee after I worked out. My husband and I went out to coffee with Chase, our daughter. She's getting married next weekend. A week from today, I will be in Vegas, because the wedding is in Vegas. And so, yeah, we took her out for one little last before she gets married outing, and had some good conversations about her new last name, if she's changing it, what they're changing it to. She will not be Mrs. Jake Feldman, just like I am not Mrs. Rachel Federley. That is a crazy tradition, or I don't know, like why. Anyways, so yeah, just it was good. And then I had class, and then Lulu should be getting home any minute, and I'm just doing some work outside. It's a beautiful day, and just taking advantage of some nice early fall weather. And yeah, we've got cheerleading this weekend, Oktoberfest. I think we're gonna check out in Grand Haven. So yeah, I will just take you along with whatever I end up filming, and we'll chit chat along the way. But thanks for watching. If you would like and subscribe and comment below, maybe comment below what you're doing this weekend. Let's start a conversation. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. If you need help with your own fitness goals, my info is in the description below. And I just wanted to start off a video so I could say that I did it. And now I'm going to get cracking on some work. Okay, I am just getting set up for a brunch and beach team bonding thing that I am hosting for my dance team. So I also coach the Grand Valley Elite Dance Team. And so just getting some food ready, bagels, granola, some beach snacks, because we're going to go to the beach afterwards. We've got some smoked salmon and cream cheese, gluten-free bagels, dairy-free cream cheese, some yogurt, fruit, hard-boiled eggs, just a little spread. And then my dancers will be here, and here we are at the beach. And then this was beforehand when we were at the house.
The number one thing that's going to get you there is consistency, consistency and relentlessness. If you have those two things and you're persistent, you're going to be able to make something happen. If you're lazy and you're like, oh, I don't know how to do it, I'm going to go get advice.
Hello, it is Saturday and it is, I don't know why I always look at my watch for the date because I don't have that on my watch face, but it's the 27th. So, let's see, we had cheerleading this morning, so I'm going to show you, or maybe I already did, some clips of that. I went to the gym because my dad and stepmom took Lulu after cheerleading and they took her out to lunch and stuff and to visit my brother. So Jared was sleeping. He worked 16 hours starting at 3 p.m. yesterday. So he got home at like 8 a.m. and he slept for like 4 hours, and now something's wrong with my Jeep. So he's outside working on my Jeep, but he doesn't have to work today. There's been like stuff going on at work that they've had to work crazy hours. Usually he just works like during the day, Monday through Friday, like 40 hours, but his schedule's been wonky this past week. So anyways, he doesn't work again until 7 a.m. tomorrow, which seems like a treat, but now he's out there fixing my Jeep. So it's kind of just a low-key day, so I'm gonna get caught up on some work and some grading because I have my due dates every week for my assignments for my students be on Friday. It used to be Sunday, but so I used to just like have my assignments due on Sunday because there's no like set day that like they say like here at Grand Valley your due dates are this day. So I used to have them on Saturday or Sunday for the past couple years, but last year, maybe even last winter semester, I started having the due dates be on Friday, and it's just worked so much better. Like they still have the same amount of time to do the assignment because I'll open it up more than a week before. But so if the assignments are due on Sunday and I haven't opened it up by like Friday, that means that I'm definitely going to be getting, logging in, opening everything up for them to start and turn in the next week, because I always want to make sure that they have 7 full days. So usually like more than that, 8 or 9. So I was always working on the weekend, and I still do, like I probably do something every day, and that's just my choice. I just want to, but it would be definitely necessary. And now and also if students have like issues with their assignments as they're working on them through the weekend, because of course like a lot of them aren't turning it in on Monday when it's due on Sunday, even though they've had access to it, they're turning it in on Sunday, right? So if there's issues or questions on the assignments, then I'm getting emails all weekend, and that's completely like I wouldn't. And like I could choose to not, like I could put something in my syllabus, and I do have something in my syllabus that like my response time in the weekend or the evenings is not as frequent, but I still just always respond. So again, it just, I always felt like I had to even be more available. So now I have my assignments due on Friday, which means that any problems are covered before the week ends. It also gives my students, which this is the reason why all those things kind of happened as an afterthought. Like I didn't really change my due date. I don't know why I'm getting into this. This is not my intention. I don't know. So that wasn't my intention when I changed the due date. My true intention was my students are working during the weekend because the due date's on Sunday. Even though, of course, they could have chosen to turn the assignment in earlier, they're waiting and they're working throughout the weekend. And I really wanted to kind of force the due date be on Friday, so it gives them, 2 days. It gives them a weekend, right, where they're not thinking about their assignments. Again, it's all in their choice of what day they actually turn it in. But now kind of in hindsight, I'm like, oh, this has actually been good for me, because with the due dates being on Friday, I don't have to grade them until the next week, although right now that's what I'm going to be doing because I've got some downtime, and I'll just crank a few classes of grades out. But yeah, I actually really like it because I'm on the weekend. I've done less work since I've made this change, which is a good thing. So, I don't really know where I left off, but I'm just going to end the conversation about the grades. Lulu is heading over to a friend's house. So, okay, so I thought I would just pop on, and I guess I'm procrastinating grading, but fit model versus bikini. So the fit model is a new division that came out last, I think, December, and it is one division lower, I guess, than bikini when it comes to muscularity. So my coach kind of mentioned that to me. Just a reminder, I got second place, one spot away from my pro card in bikini at North Americans at the end of August. So our goal is then to do national shows next summer. And we planned on doing bikini, but I'm taller. I'm not tall, but I'm 5'6". And so that's tall-ish. Like the height classes stop at 5'7", so it's like I'm in a height class that goes up to 5'6.5" or 5'7". I don't know. Anyways, like the tallest height class I think is 5'7" and up. So once you're 5'7", you're kind of in a larger group with everybody else. So like a lot of bikini competitors are shorter. I would say, I don't know, that's not really exactly what I want to say. But the average height of a woman is like 5'3". So I mean, it just makes sense, right? Like most competitors are shorter than me. I'm not saying I'm super tall, but most competitors are shorter than me. I'm taller than average, and I am very long-limbed, and I do not have a hard time leaning out. I do have a hard time putting on muscle. So he just said, like, hey, take a picture of yourself in this fit model front pose. And so I did, and I'll pop it right here. And he's like, oh, that kind of suits you. And I'll pop my bikini pose here. So the front pose is very different. The fit model pose is actually the old bikini front pose, and they just brought it back when they introduced this division. They're just using that pose. And then the bikini front pose is like what's standard now for bikini. So, okay, slight interruption again. Anyways, so back to fit model and bikini. So he said, that actually suits you. We can do either. So he's like, I'll leave it up to you. So the difference is like fit model, you're a little bit less conditioned. I do kind of worry about that because, like I said, I don't have a problem coming in lean. And I just worry that, I don't know, like I like the fit model look. I think it's a great division. I just want to stick with bikini. I like the aesthetic of bikini. Like personally, I want to grow more. So I kind of feel like for my own personal aesthetic of what I want to live in every day is more bikini. I mean, not like, I will never get to be like Olympia level jacked. I mean, those women are super, super dense. But I want to keep progressing and keep growing. So anyways, we're sticking with bikini, but that was a little bit of a what do I do? Situation. But yeah, kind of nice that I could fit in either category, but I'm going to stick with bikini. And one thing about fit model, I don't love the suit. So it looks just like a bikini that I would wear to the beach. It's just plain, there's no bling on it, and I just spent like $850 on that new suit. I love my green suit. I want to wear it again. So, I mean, that's not like, that shouldn't be your reason, and it's not my reason. But yeah, I would have to buy another suit, and I don't love the suits. They're all plain. So anyways, that is the fit model story. So reverse is going well. I checked in on Tuesday last week and he increased my food again, and my cardio's just 6 days a week now, but it's like 10 minutes. So I'm fine doing that. I mean, that's nothing. And I'm having him create a new training program for me. So he's working on that. I actually was just talking to him about it today. So I'm excited about that. So, yeah, I love training. That's another thing. Like, I love training. I love the process of building muscle. So I want to stick with bikini and keep like working towards that goal, and hopefully we'll pull out a pro card next year. So, yeah, I'm just going to grade some assignments. We are hopefully, fingers crossed, that Jared gets my Jeep fixed, and we thought maybe he did it because he's like, because the fan sound was blowing. Well, a fan was blowing, and it was like overheating. So we checked the coolant, and then he checked the oil. He's like, you have no oil in your Jeep, and I'm like, oh, whoops. So we put oil in it, and when I drove to cheerleading today, it was fine. I was like, yay, it's fixed. But then on the way home from the gym, I'm like, yeah, it's not. So, but he looked at it and he said, it's a good problem because there's an easy fix-ish, easy-ish. Because I was looking, I'm like, he's like, just get a new Jeep. I'm like, I don't want to pay a car payment anymore. Like, I don't want, my Jeep's paid off. I do not want a car payment. So, because like a new Jeep is like 60 grand. I'm like, screw that. That's like a $1,200 a month payment. No way. I can't do that. Like, I don't have like, $1,200 a month that I'm not doing anything with. Oh yeah, sure. Oh, yesterday, because I'm drinking out of these cups, I hosted a brunch and beach with my dancers. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I showed you like the food setup, but then after they came over here and we hung out, and then after we all went to the beach, and yeah, so it was a really nice little event. So last night didn't do anything. Oh no, we did. We went shoe shopping. So Lulu and I got shoes for Chase's wedding. 1 week from today is fitting day. That is probably going to be my next video. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, reverse is going well. Cardio is low. Food got increased. We're going to get sushi tonight. Fingers crossed that the Jeep gets fixed quickly. But either way, we'll get sushi. Because it's my free meal day or my cheat meal day. I have 2 of those a week still. So I'm at like 2,400 calories plus 2 1,000 calorie cheats per week. And yeah. So things are going good, and yeah, so I will, maybe I'll show you what we get tonight for sushi, but I'm gonna kind of finish and wrap this video up today because I'll have time tomorrow to like edit it and get it out. And then I'll start a new one next week when we travel and we're in Vegas for the big day. So if this is the first video you've watched of mine, my daughter is getting married next week. So, okay, well, I'll show a little bit more and I'll close this out if there's anything else I can think of, but thanks for hanging out with me. Okay, just thought I would show you how I prep my creamy. So I'm using 3/4 of a scoop of protein. I'm using 80 grams of yogurt and some almond milk, and then some mint chocolate chip syrup because I've got mint chocolate chip protein. So I'm just making 1 for tonight and 1 for tomorrow. I usually just make 2 at a time, not usually any more than that. And then after I blend them up, because I just do it with like a hand immersion blender, I will pop these in the freezer and enjoy them tonight and tomorrow. Okay, good morning. So I did not film the sushi last night, but it was really yummy. And so it's Sunday. I'm going to close the video out here. I'm just kind of doing some pre-planning for packing. I'll show you what I'm doing here with my supplements. And maybe it'll be a good tip for you next time you travel. But I'm just going to close it out here. Thank you for watching, and I will start up a new one that will be all things wedding. So excited about that. And I also realized that when I was sharing info about my reverse, I didn't really share stats. So I'll do that for what it's worth. So my stage weight was 123.8. So I am now 4 weeks post-show, 4 weeks in 1 day. And today I am 2 pounds up from my stage weight. So, but I had sushi and my free meal calories yesterday. So my weight doesn't fluctuate too much though when I take my free meal, but anyways, I was like 124.4 forever. So, you know, the scale's bound to go up. And I usually find that I do that. Like I like jump up and then hold. So like I went from 123.8 to 124.4, held there. And now I've just been in the 125s all week. It's not like I go 124.6 and then go like, it's like when my weight decides to go up, it just like goes up and stays up. So it doesn't happen like slowly. I feel like I go up like 3/4 or a pound at a time. It's weird. And then I'll just stay there, like give or take like 0.2 pounds or something. But so yeah, closing it out here. Jared is working today all day, 16 hours. So I'm just gonna do some packing and get ready for the week because we have only 3 days at home this week. So it's always like trying to figure out what do we need. I don't want to buy groceries, like full on groceries. So yeah, what protein sources do I have? What can I get just to get us by? All that kind of stuff. So there was something else I was going to say too. Oh, we have a condo, so you know we'll be making a lot of our meals. We will be making breakfast in the room, and lunch will just kind of depend what we're doing. But hopefully, you know, can eat most of the meals just in the room, but we'll see. You know, I'm going to be flexible with that. But okay, well, thank you, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. And again, don't forget, you're supposed to comment what you're doing this weekend. So that would be now this coming weekend, the wedding weekend. So that's what I'm doing. So thanks. Okay, last thing just to close it out. So this is what I do with my supplements when I travel, and do this for show day too, or show traveling too. So these little containers, which I got for traveling to my show, like for salt and everything. So I've got each day in here. So Thursday, I think I need one more. So in here is my BCAAs, glutamine, and creatine. And then just pop this in my little funnel, or if I take a shaker cup, but I can take this funnel too. It's got like a little, for like the top, the bottle. Yeah, so that's how I do it. So you don't have to take the big jars or put it in plastic baggies. And then I just reuse these. So I've got a whole stack of them, but yeah, just reuse them to kind of get some use out of them. So, all right, gonna close it out here now. Thanks for watching.